Hello and welcome back to Seaopolis. Today we are going to continue where we left off. We're going to head down Mekanism and Flux Networks is my plan today. Last episode, where were we? We were in machines and I couldn't figure out how to get the molten blaze out of the tank to make a blaze rod, and it was actually so simple that it's as simple as that. I was making the wrong drain. I was making you had to use like a bucket or something to do it, and it still wouldn't work the way I was thinking it would. But yeah, now we have a bunch of molten blaze inside the machine, so we can use that. But first thing we can do before we go further, I need to find my other casting. I want to go ahead and start making some flux dust, which is molten obsidian on top of redstone, like so. And I need to find my rod cast, because I'd already made one, and I'd made an Eye of Ender. It took me a while to figure it out. Once I realized I was using the wrong drain, everything connected and it just sucked the juice out. It was really easy. But there we go. We got flux dust now. Let's go ahead and grab these. So this is uranium, osmium, and zinc. Those are the Mekanism ores. We got a bunch of those. I'd already broke them down, so I'd have a place to store them. So that gets flux dust, so we can start doing FluxNet, which is my favorite wireless power mod that I've come really accustomed to, and we're going to use that. So we're going to use Mekanism. We're going to make a wind generator and a solar generator. We're going to pop them up top, and then we're going to use our FluxNet, once we get that going, to connect everything up wirelessly, so we don't have to have massive wires going from up there all the way down here. So I mean, we would need, these are 15 by 15 cubes. We would need you know, stacks upon stacks of wires to get everything going. So we're gonna do that. I'm not gonna worry about the blaze rod. I made it offline. So here are the materials we need to make the metallurgic infuser. I think that's what it was called. What? Metallurgic infuser, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and make, we're gonna make yeah, we can make 3 of them actually. We need 1 for redstone, 1 for carbon, which is coal, and then we are gonna need I think 2 more, 1 for diamond and 1 for something else. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I had 5 of them running in Seaopolis, so that's the only way to do it. All right, so we made that. We're gonna need to get this first one set up. So how does the quest line want us to proceed? So we can either make the control unit, which is osmium inside of the infuser, or we can make the alloy, which is iron inside the infuser. Okay, so let's grab more osmium. Let's grab, I thought I had iron somewhere. There's a little bit of iron right there. Do I need more. Okay, well, we're gonna need a lot more. Okay, so we have a power issue, and that is our current predicament that we are in. So let's get all these out of our way, and let's just do this one right here. That should get power automatically. It does. Drop a redstone in there, and we're gonna drop a few of those in there. We're gonna probably have to go get more redstone. So this will get us the control circuit. This will get us the iron. Will get us the alloy, and then we'll need gold and 2 of those, plus more redstone to make the next thing. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. of those. All right, let those churn. Let's go get some gold real quick. I think I was making gold ingots in here. Good, and we're getting a good deal of flux dust. Top that off with a little bit more. I put 32 blocks of obsidian in the machine, so it doesn't really consume too much per cast. So we just need a lot of it to get started. And then once we have refined storage up and running, we can automate the building of the next tier of stuff. And I might have to make mini smelteries to dedicate them to just making specific things, because looks like overworld material is only obtainable through this whole thing, through that whole thing, and I'm not sure how long until we don't need it anymore. Alright, so the energy tablet is the next target. Made an energy tablet. So now we can make a windmill, which is 2 energy tablets, a circuit, and that. So we need another energy tablet. Oh, those don't stack. And then I guess we have to find a windmill. There we go. Wind generator, actually. There we go. We got a wind generator. And what does the solar one require? So it requires solar panels plus more of those and another energy tablet, which requires more of those. All right, I got 4 of those, so we can make 1 more energy tablet. And then we need 3 of these, which we can only make 2. Let's put 1 more, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those in there. So we can make 1 more of these. And then solar generator. I need 2 of those and we're good to go. So there's 1 and 2. Getting up to the surface to actually put these things down is going to be a pain. Alright, we got our solar generator. So we're going to hold off on doing that right away. Let's drop them in here. I want to start working on the FluxNet stuff. Alright, we got 40 in there. We got a stack of this, so we should be good for the initial things anyway. Alright, first things first, we need a flux core. So this is where it gets tricky. Can I see flux box? These flux cores require Eye of Ender per. So what we're gonna do, I can find Eyes of End or eyes. Let's turn that off. Take those out. We're gonna swap this to the Molten Blaze. And we're gonna just, jeez. You gotta make sure you don't click that, or you will get teleported. Let's go like that. And that will just auto make us Eyes of Ender. Or Eye of Ender, I guess, is the proper way to say that. That should give us a few of those. Let's make a few more of this. I don't know how many we can make with what we had. So we're gonna need a flux block now. So let's make a few of those. So we need a controller and a basic storage. So the basic storage is a battery of 1,000,000 FE. So that is 6 of those plus glass. So we just need more Eyes of Ender to make that. I believe that's right. So we need 3 more of these. 1, 2. What were we short on? Oh, we're out of dust already. All right. Can we make the controller without that? We need more dust for that too. All right. So let's take this. Let's put molten back, and we still have a bucket full of that in there. We do have that generating wall there. So I don't know if I showed earlier in the episode, but what I've done, at least down here, is I've set up drawers, and I got like a chest, and all the drops just get filtered in here, and we've already got like 6,000 slime. The mobs have like pretty much stopped spawning for some reason. I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of fine because the items were getting kind of out of control. I still have water under this one. This one I've kind of automated a little bit better. So I set up a pipe, and all the drops that come from the sieving go in here. So it kind of makes it... Problem I was having is I was putting a bunch of stuff in the chest to sieve, and then I'd come back and this would be full. And it was, sorry about that, my phone rang. So it was filling this up, and then the whole thing would stop, even though it still had energy to keep going through that pitiful generator, I think is what it's called. Yeah, pitiful generator. This thing is, it's just horrible. But, and I believe right over here, since we're literally waiting for those dusts to get made, I set this up instead of the other cobblestone generators. So now I generate cobblestone, redstone, or red sand, normal sand, netherrack, and smooth stone. Or I guess that's just actually stone, not smooth stone. And I just have them all set up right here, and it seems to be way more efficient and way faster than the other method. And I haven't upgraded any of these drawers yet, just because I don't really need any of this stuff that much. Like sometimes I go get some cobblestone here, and I'll go run it over to the lava generators over here. I had to add another one, but it's still not enough to do anything useful. So it is what it is. All right, we got that, and that is like the only way we get power is if we put more in there. All right, so we got more eyes of ender and more dust. So let's continue where we were. We needed one more block. That lets us make, what is it, the storage? So we got the battery, which is 1 million. There's 2 other tiers. I think that goes up to like 25 million. Pretty good. All right, so we need 5 blocks to continue that. We can make 4. I'm guessing we need more of this. Oh, we need more dust. Let's get some more redstone. Pop that in there. Kind of a slow process, but most of the time you have to do it this other way to generate this, and I find this way is kind of annoying. At least it was in all the other ones that I've done. There was one where you just right click it on there and it just spawned it on bedrock and stuff. I think that was Sky Factory, and that was probably the best way to do it. But this one you have to it has to have the obsidian drop on bedrock or on a flux block, and I don't have either of the. You can't start with either of those. So this is just casting 250 millibuckets on that. That's pretty easy, all things considered. All right, so we should have enough to go a little bit further. All right, what are we missing for the controller here? We need one more flux block. I think that's what we wanted, right? Controller, yeah. So we'll grab one more of those. Jeez. Get the controller. All right. So at this point, we have everything we need to start the flux out. Now we just need points and plugs. So what are we missing? We need a block and a block. So we're missing one of those. Grab that. So let's get a plug. I need another block. Alright, we're out of dust. And I know we're gonna need a redstone block for one of these. We're gonna put the plug on the wind generator and the solar generator. I think that's... Actually, no, we just need one. That'll be fine. Because I can connect them up with wires when it's day. I'm not going out there at night. There's a million phantoms. There's random mobs that just spawn everywhere and they'll run at you with TNT. It's pretty interesting. Alright, so a point, we can make that. A point will receive energy, so that's pretty nice. And a plug will add the energy to the network. We need another one of these. Which I think that's what it wanted. And we're missing another one of these, which is missing an eye of ender. I have a lot of ender pearls. Where are they at? Alright, let's go down and get one from the mob farm. And once we have refined storage, all these chests are going to go away. We're just going to have these drawers. Each little pod will have its own controller. Alright, I think we're out of molten what you call it at this point. So let's do this. See what the active thing is. Molten blaze. We should be able to get a few of those out of there. Do I have any obsidian? There's 3 obsidian. Just throw that in there. Let's throw half that in there. We're gonna need a lot more dust anyway, until we make the maximum size batteries. So it's just a matter of getting all those cast in there. There's 4 eyes of ender, plus some more dust. Alright, we just wanted the plug at this point, which was this, and that. There we go. We have a point, we have a plug. So let's go set... I'll set this up. Temporarily, I'll put it in here since it's kind of centrally located. It's like right here is fine. And put the controller right there. Alright, so we'll select the network. We'll create a new network and we'll set this as... Call it a C-Lab. Make it nice light blue. Make it public. And create it. There we go. Get you on C-Lab and get you on C-Lab. Alright, so now we have a network with no power. We need to go up there and put down the wind generator and the solar generator and cable them together and then connect the plug. Sounds easier said than done, right? Oh, am I out of cables? I have energy cables, but they're not great. Alright, before we do that, let's make some cables. So... That's great. Cable. Alright. Trying to hit A. Let's add this as a favorite. We need bronze and cinnabar. Alright. Bronze and cinnabar. Let's make more than 8 of them. I mean, come on. 32, 40, 64. There we go. And we'll drop that off. We'll drop all that off. And that off. Okay. Let's get our sword out. Let's move those. Don't need any of this other stuff on us right now. Just this, this. Alright, so I guess we'll place them I got a little cottage. Oh, there's a guy like right outside the door. Where'd he go? Come on. They run really fast too. I don't know if that's a hard mode thing or not. Alright. Alright, easy enough. We're just gonna do it right up here for now. So we'll put one right there. And put that one right. That's not gonna work, I don't think. How can we do this? So we can go cable, cable, cable. Pop that right there. Put the plug right there. Connect the plug to C-Lab. And I think that's working automatically. Just for my sanity. Let's set them to pull. Just so it kind of looks cooler. Alright, so it looks like we're getting 133 FE a tick from both of these. So that's pretty good. Let's go back in here. Let's put this cobblestone back. I avoid the surface currently, as those guys usually are too hard to deal with. Alright, so we got our solar generator going. We got our basic flux net going. We have 133 per tick energy, so that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna need to make more solar winds, you know, all of those things. I'm gonna probably line the complete radius of all of these squares with solar panels and then get them all on the network, and then hopefully I can get enough batteries so we can we're almost can we see that? So we have 250,000 FE already. So we're getting pretty pretty high energy gains, I guess, compared to what we had. So what we can do with this nonsense, where do we want to make next? Enriched iron. Enriched iron is another one of those things with coal. So let's go ahead and start that, and we can just put this point on it somewhere. Actually, let's do it like right over here. Where is it? I took it out of my bag, didn't I? Alright, so let's just do that. Drop him down right there. I'll grab this point, and I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to lay everything out now that we have this. So now we need to put carbon into this one, which is just coal. So we should have a stack of coal. That's all I want to use. Drop a stack of coal in there. And then that makes, to make enriched iron, which is iron in there. So our goal is to make steel. So I just gotta find some iron. There's some iron. And let's put that in there. Let's grab that. Let's put that there and switch back to obsidian. Let's keep making dust while we're doing all this. So this is a carbon enriched infuser with I don't want to do all those. There we go. Enriched iron. So there we go. Now we can make steel. Steel is, we put it back in to the carbon enricher, kind of double infusing it, I guess, and we can get steel dust. So let's go see where we go after that, because that's going to take a second. So this will make a steel ingot, which we can, I guess we could cast it out, but we can use a redstone furnace, which we crafted a few episodes ago. Here it is. Let's pop it down right here. Let's grab these cables and we can just go like that, right? Now our redstone stone furnace is slowly making its way into getting some power. And what does the steel casing require? We need 4 steel ingots. Is this just glass, or is this like... Yeah, it's just glass and a machine frame. So we have 1 machine frame left from all those the ones that we made. I know I have glass. It takes... So each of these cubes takes like 700 glass. It's pretty crazy. See here, G, materialist, yeah, it's like almost 700 glass, a bunch of cobblestone, and then since I copied it with my my ladders and stuff, I have to have all these other things. So I've been trying to make a lot of glass, but I haven't really had the opportunity to make a large enough storage system yet. So alright, so we have 10 of those. Let's put those back in to the carbon-based infuser to get steel. I think it's steel dust. Steel grit. Yeah, steel dust. Steel grit is from immersive engineering. There we go. We got that one. That'll give us another coin. And this will give us a steel ingot. And then we need 4 of those to make the steel casing, which is probably going to be required for all of the other machines in Mekanism, if I'm not mistaken. I trying to remember. There we go. There's 2 more we can craft. 1 and 2. All right, so now we can go here. Let's just type it in. Steel casing right here. Boom. And ciao. We completed getting ready with, or getting started with Mekanism. That one is all done. We didn't even do, what is this one? Multi-press servo, public. Okay. Let's see how it wants us to make this. So a jungle log will give us latex with the arboreal or vines. That's actually easier. Or dandelions. Vines or dandelions. Interesting. All right. So with that one done, we need to do another animal. So let's do that real quick. We have a pig bait, and oh, so what I did, where is it? I set it up. I put some chickens in a little cage, and I have them dropping eggs and feathers into that, because the feather drops that this thing over here drops is not reliable enough for me. And these eggs is just like kind of annoying. So we're gonna kill the cow. That gives us raw beef, and we're gonna kill this chicken. These animals apparently are scared to spawn if there's too many animals around, so that takes care of raw beef. We're gonna have to make more cows though to get the next one. So this will give us raw pork chop, and we can probably make raw sheep. That is wheat and feathers. There's feathers. I should have wheat right here and some eggs. So that was sheep, right? There's a sheep bait. Grab that. Good with that one. Llama bait was, yeah, we need meat for that one. Squid bait was ink. We could probably do that one, but not too concerned about it. But we'll have to wait for the other one to do its business before we can deploy that into there. Let's just drop all this in there. All right. All right. Do we have? Oh wait, we already finished all that. Perfect. Steel dust. Go ahead and drop that in there. So, I think with that, where are we gonna head? Pedestals, what is this? Linking tool, linking tool. I can make that maybe. Trying to figure out how to make green dye. It's always different, right? Cactus paste. Alright, I can do that. So let's go over here. Let's grab one of those. I don't need a million. This one. Drop cactus in there. So pedestal, that's a red dye, which beetroot. Okay, that's easy. Blue dye is lapis. All right. Maybe another root can do a red dye. There we go. So like that. Nope. Like that. Yeah, that's blue dye. And I have a ton of beetroot. I need to set up the auto. Now that we have power, I'm going to probably set up the auto farming stuff. And fill out this area with farming materials. Alright, a stick and a diamond as our journey across the room to find things. Hopefully comes to an end. I think we can probably start doing... oh, I think that pig just spawned. I keep seeing like weird shadows walking over there. It's kind of weird. What is that? A compressed pig. Alright. And from what I understand, the compressed items or pig is... Because I had a creeper that was compressed. And it was actually a bunch of creepers inside of one creeper. When you killed it, it just like exploded with more. It was pretty funny. Apparently there is no coal in here, and hopefully we can stop having to use this thing shortly. Oh, it's gonna make logs for days, huh? There we go. Oh, sponges. Sponges. Stop it. Oh, come on. What was it? Yeah, that's the first thing. How many sponges did I put in here? Jeez. Takes a lot of sponges to clear out these little areas. There we go, finally. And we can put the sponges back in and the logs back in. Because we just need the one green dye. There we go, we got the green paste. I don't even know what this pedestal mod is, so it'll be interesting to see. I could have swore that's what it was. Oh. I didn't turn it to dye, that's why. Silly me. There we go. We got a linking tool. Alright. And what is this? A linking tool and a book. Alright, we can do that one real quick. I should have leather and 3 pages. And then it was this plus this. Oh, good, we don't lose that tool. And we get started pedestals. So, guide to pedestals. Alright, it tells me to go watch a video. Oh, jeez. And it opened up a link. Okay. So that's cool. I'll have to watch that video here shortly. But I think with that, we can go ahead and call the episode. I think we've accomplished more than I thought we would. We finished Flux Networks. We completed the starting mechanism quest line, and we started pedestals. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. I'm gonna have to watch the video on pedestals and see what it actually is. if it's cool, that might be useful. Hopefully it's some way to automate things. But now we have power. We can infinitely make more wind generators to up our power that we have available on the network. And hopefully I can kind of start cleaning some stuff up. Next episode, I'd hope we're either gonna do refined storage, or if pedestals is interesting, maybe pedestals. But thank you for watching and have a great day.